Hey, soldiers, I would like to congratulate Bud Light. You have successfully transitioned from everyone drinking your beer to pissing off 50% of the political spectrum to now probably on your way to pissing off 100%. Way to go, Bud Light. Now, something just occurred with this whole Bud Light controversy that could really spell disaster for the brand and have larger implications for the company as a whole. This is bad news for Anheuser Busch. Really bad news. Hey, go ahead and enlist. Hit the subscribe button. Become a soldier of finance. Let me know you did so in the comments and I will salute you. Please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. The more people that do that, the more people end up seeing this video and potentially joining the Soldiers of Finance Army. I salute all of the soldiers of finance. All right, so what has happened? Well, we all know that Bud Light had, well, they tried to do that. Now they're saying it wasn't an ad campaign, okay? But let's just be honest, it was. I'm not going to mention the name of the social media influencer for two reasons. Number one is Google is not a place where, you can really express a whole lot of free thought. So they've quashed videos that mention the social media influencer, the transgender social media influencer that is involved in all this. So I'm not going to handicap the video by mentioning that name. But I will say this. This individual is blameless, in my opinion. They are a social media influencer that was never hidden or obscured. Budweiser chose to try to ride off of this person's fame by sending a can with their face on it. This is a social media influencer, people, okay, with millions or well over 1 million at least followers. What did you think was going to happen? Well, Bud thought that they were going to get some free publicity pretty much for the cost of the can. All right. And they probably slid this person a few dollars, but not a long-term advertising contract. Okay. So they tried to be slick with it. Now, guys, and we're going to get to this issue in a minute that will basically devastate not just Bud, but Anheuser Busch if this thing really gets some legs under it. But remember, I did the video talking about how Gillette had risen above this over the course of some years. They came back and now their stock price is well above what it was when their controversy occurred, when they had an ad that basically said men are evil. And we know you use our razors, but you're evil anyway, especially you white guys out there. You're really evil. Black guys don't think you're innocent either. So they had this ad demonizing men, okay, a brand focused primarily on men as clients. But guess what? Procter & Gamble, their parent company, sells so much stuff that, yeah, it was a blip on the radar. And here's the crux of it. Conservatives were pissed off when Gillette released that ad. But here's the thing about conservatives. Conservatives really don't do boycotts well, all right? Conservatives will get pissed off about something, and then a week later, they're off to the next thing. Think about all the conservatives that say, I know a couple of these people. Think about all the conservatives that said, I'm not going to support the NFL anymore because of Kaepernick and the kneeling. I don't know anyone who said that who is not sitting in front of a TV or in a stadium on Sundays during football season, okay? That's how conservatives roll, okay? They have a very, very low capability in terms of stick-to-itiveness with these issues. But now liberals, the left, when they are done with you, they are done with you. Okay, so when they cancel you, they cancel the hell out of you. And to prove this, popular Chicago bars won't sell Anheuser Busch beer over response to ad controversy. Now check this out, because even though we saw Procter & Gamble recover, remember, that was a conservative based controversy and do you really want to call it a boycott? I mean, conservatives just, got pissed off, wrote a lot of stuff on Facebook, and then moved on and continued to buy the product. But popular LGBTQ plus owned bars in Chicago have announced plans to boycott Anheuser Busch beer following a controversial marketing campaign surrounding transgender influencer. No, YouTube. I'm not going to say it. You thought you had me, but you didn't. We all know who I'm talking about. Sidetrack Bar announced it will no longer sell Bud Light, and Goose Island 312 beers in the wake of the ongoing saga. So check this out. Now, like I said, when the left, when they get on you, okay? The right has, by and large, just been boycotting the specific brand that was involved in the controversy, right? Bud Light. This LGBT community up in Chicago says, no, we're going to go further. We don't like the response. And so what we're going to do is we're going to boycott Anheuser Busch. So we're going to take these brands out of our bar. It's beer, people, okay? It is not, I mean, you walk in a liquor store, you got 1,000 different beers, right? What's so special about Budweiser? I mean, write it in the comments. I'm a Guinness guy, okay? And Guinness, don't try anything stupid because I'm like Robert De Niro in Heat. I can walk away from you in 2 minutes and never look back. I can do it. It's not that big of a deal. But you got to admit that Guinness is unique. Budweiser, to me, and it's been many, many, many years since I had a Budweiser. Pabst Blue Ribbon. Okay, it's like Coke and Pepsi. You walk into a restaurant and they say, hey, can I get you a drink? Can I get you something to drink? You say, hey, can I have a Coca-Cola? They say, well, we serve Pepsi products. Pepsi's fine. Okay. So Budweiser is like that. It's like, can I have a Bud? We don't have that. We have Pabst Blue Ribbon. We have Miller Lite. Yeah, I'll take that. No thought, no hesitation. It's interchangeable. Okay. So that's an Achilles heel because these other beer brands from different companies have started to gain market share and sales as Budweiser's brand bleeds sales. Sidetrack Bar continues to be encouraged by the increase in support from brands to the LGBT plus community over the last 4 decades as the country's support for the LGBTQ plus community has increased. However, this is a statement from the Sidetrack organization. However, we must also hold brands accountable if they take active steps against the LGBTQ plus equality, visibility, and safety. The bar wrote in a statement posted to Instagram on Thursday. They go on. Bud Light's recent decision to stop the campaign involving the social media influencer to put on leave those who created it, and those people have been fired. You're not on leave. Just come out and say you fired them. As well as the statement by its CEO wrongfully validates the position that it is acceptable to acquiesce to the demands of those who do not support the trans community and wish to erase LGBTQ plus visibility. All right, so that's what they are saying, okay? And that's a lot, man. That's a lot of accusations they put out there. How does Budweiser get out? Budweiser tried to hire some Republican strategist, again, showing how out of touch they are, all right? Why don't you go hire some guy who drives a pickup truck and, is a pipe fitter or a, plumber or an electrician, okay? Rodeo star or in that business or NASCAR patron. And then go hire someone who did RuPaul's Drag Race, all right? And put them in a room together and find the common ground. The commonality. This is the problem with America as a whole today. We are way too divided, all right? There's common ground here, somewhere, Budweiser, you're a multi-billion-dollar organization. Find it. And then use that to sell your beer. All right? You're selling beer. All right? And you should want everybody in the world to drink your beer. That means you might want to get some horses like the Clydesdales, go back to that and market in that fashion, or the Frogs, and just not alienate anybody. You have gone, Budweiser, as I said in the beginning, from a situation where you've alienated 50% of the political spectrum to now possibly, alienating the other 50%. Stay out of these types of battles. Now, your executives, when they get off at 5 o'clock, they can support whatever and whoever the hell they want to. But when they're here in this building, we're here to sell beers, guys. We're here to sell beers to the gay people. We're here to sell beers to the straight people, the transgenders, the, people that are families, nuclear families, traditional nuclear families. We're here to sell beer to everybody. We're not alienating anybody. But in order to do that, you got to stay out of the social, as a corporation, you got to stay out of the social back and forth battles. I got an ad for you, okay, Budweiser? Picture it. Major League Baseball game, okay? You show somebody hit a home run, then you show the crowd, get a little closer. Here comes the beer guy down the steps, okay? And over here, there's a beer lady coming down the steps. And everybody's excited. And you pan the crowd. And you see all kinds of people in the crowd. Now you're not going to be able to tell who these people are sleeping with. But, you can have a representative of the different communities out there. But everybody's united, okay, in the love of the game, the love of Budweiser. Boom! All right? Now, I'll give you that one for free, but you should be paying me for that. If I see that, I might have to contact my attorney. But that's the way you should advertise it. Inclusivity, all right? Not exclusivity. Come on, guys. Two Bears Tavern Group, which owns 4 bars in Chicago, including Two Bears Tavern, Jackhammer, Meeting House Tavern, and the Sofo Tap, said all of its bars are, quote, discontinuing Anheuser Busch InBev products as a result of the brewer's anti-transgender actions and statements. Whoo! Okay. This week, Anheuser Busch confirmed that Alyssa Heinerscheid, its vice president of marketing, and her boss, Daniel Blake, are taking leaves of absence. I think these are going to be rather extended leaves of absence. The company won't say when they will return, never, or whether they're being paid. Probably not, especially since they're costing its company so much money. Heinerscheid was the marketing executive who oversaw a partnership between Bud Light and the social media influencer, who shall not be named, which has since snowballed into cries for boycotts from angry customers. It snowballed into more than cries for boycotts, okay? People are boycotting the beer. Have you not, Budweiser, read what's going on with the Two Bears organization here? The partnership between the blue emblazoned beer brand and the social media influencer who has, I was way short. That individual has almost 11 million followers on social media. Okay, that's huge. The ad hit the internet on, the display of the can hit the internet on April 1st. Bud played an April Fool's joke on itself. That's when the influencer posted a video on Instagram where they were seen cracking open a can of Bud. One with the hashtag Bud Light Partner. Last month, Bud Light said Anheuser Busch works with hundreds of influencers across our brands as one of many ways to authentically connect with audiences across various demographics. But the Bud Light Mulvaney partnership, quickly brought an onslaught of criticism from people who said they're angry about the world going woke. All right, so basically what happened with the rest of the story. But now the gay community is, at least in Chicago, and look, This is an actual business. They own several establishments, okay? And they have taken it out of their establishments. You can't tell me that this is not going to metastasize into other bars, the gay bars doing this, straight bars, is there a straight bar? I mean, you know, anybody go, I don't know who you're sleeping with when you go into the local bar. Who cares, right? I'm just there to drink and have a good time. But look, this thing is spreading. Budweiser, I know they wish they could go back to the old days when Bud, remember that? Didn't they do that? Was that Budweiser? I think it was. That was a funny ad. But we can't, this is 2023. We don't do humor anymore in America. You know, we're just so righteous. We can't do humor to sell anything anymore. Look, guys, I want you to go ahead and watch this video. Google, another big company, they have made a conscious decision to go ahead and be evil. All right. Remember they used to say, do no evil? Well, they've thrown that in the trash and they're doing evil by banning words. These companies in this drive to engineer society Bud's proven it. It's not good for business. Okay. So check out what Google's doing, trying to control your thoughts. And guys, I'll talk to you soon.